Hello, everyone. Happy Memorial Day. Is this Memorial Day? Labor Day weekend to you all, to those who are in the US, and hello to everyone else from around the world. My name is Tonya Lawrence from Columbia, Maryland, and I hope you enjoyed that video that I just shared with you. We believe that investors who hang out together stay together. So hopefully you will be on our next trip with us when we go travel the world, live amazing lifestyles based on the passive income that we're able to earn with opportunities like the one that I'm getting ready to share with you this afternoon. So put in the chat where you're joining us from. We want to say hello and welcome to everyone. And I'm going to get this screen shared for you. I see we got Angel from Houston, Texas. Hello and welcome. And sorry, Facebook, I'll see you where you're coming in from later on, but right now I can just see the Zoom chat. All right. Yeah, Jeff said go Terps. All right. Share the screen. All right. So as I stated, my name is Tonya Lawrence. I am from Columbia, Maryland. I am a retired investment banker. My husband and I, we owned our own investment banking firm for over 24 years, where we facilitated financing for businesses. Anyone that needed between $1 million and $200 million, we put together the financing that was needed to access that capital. Many years ago, one of our clients wanted to pay us and our retainer at the time was $25,000. It was a non-refundable retainer to engage us for our services. And they asked to pay us in this coin called Bitcoin. We had no clue what it was. It was around 10 cents a coin at the time. That was the value of the coin at that time. And so I said, well, I need to go get some advice from our attorneys who represent banks across the United States. And we waited for them a couple of days to get back to us. And they said, no, we talked to some bank presidents and some attorneys at the banks, the internal staff, and they said, stay away from it. It's not going to work. Well, am I lamenting the fact that I listened to my trusted expert at the time? But guess what? That expert had no expertise in the world of digital currency. And it makes a big difference sometimes who you're getting your information from, where you're getting it from. And so that's why we're sharing this information with you. We want you to have an understanding. We're getting information directly from viable sources to talk to you about digital currency, what's happening in this Web3 space and how it can impact your lives. And today we're going to talk to you about earning with FTC staking and unlocking your financial potential. So I need you to have some pen and paper with you to take notes. Write down your questions, because the person that invited you to take a look at this presentation, they will make sure you get your questions answered. All right. So first and foremost, I am not a registered financial advisor. I am not a principal or employee of the company. I am an affiliate. I am here to give you information about the company and how you can use it. And past performance does not guarantee future returns. And so when you're hearing this information, I need you to take this information and use it as you will for your purposes, but really dig into what you're going to see here. Here is an article by the Daily Huddle. This one is talking about Bloomberg's analysts saying that 2024 will be a massive year with one catalyst to spark billions of inflow into crypto. Guys, when you think about it, right now, only 4% of the population in the world has a cryptocurrency wallet. Well, something that really struck me about this article is that they said in the United States has about, oh my goodness, it was 80% of the total Bitcoin available in the world is held by people in the United States. That completely shocked me. And I was just excited about that because we usually see technology and advances happen in other countries before it happens in the US. And we are behind the eight ball with this technology. This company, FTC or SCF, had over 13 million users before it touched ground in the US. And those users were in China and in India, Asia and India. And so we are here now looking at this project, looking at a way for us to be able to participate in economies that will scale well beyond anything that we can ever imagine, right? My regret from not taking that Bitcoin when it was at 10 cents a coin. I finally got in when Bitcoin was $800 a coin, but there was a lot of time lost. How much time do you want to go by when someone is talking to you about something that they have an understanding about, right? And so here's your time to get your questions answered, write down your questions, make sure you're like dug into this presentation so that you can take away from this Labor Day weekend something that can absolutely change your life. What we're going to talk about specifically is staking and crypto staking. This is another way to have your currency make money for you. Traditionally, just like with investments, the way that you earned money with currency is you bought low and you sold high. That was a great strategy. Imagine if I had even gotten Bitcoin when it was $300 a coin and sold it when it hit $30,000 a coin. We all would have been happy, right? Is there anyone here who would have been upset about that type of return, buying Bitcoin at $300 a coin and selling it at $30,000 a coin, right? Well, here is something different. Here is something that's called staking. So anyone who's had large amounts deposited at any bank or had a business account, they would have offered you the opportunity to have a money market account. It's separate from your basic checking and savings account. It's for large accounts where they sit our money to the side, and at night they sweep our money in and out of the market. So they're taking our large balances that are in our bank accounts and making money off of it and sharing a sizable portion of it, right? And so that would be considered a high yield checking or savings account or money market account. This is the same scenario, but you get to do it with crypto. So think back when I said getting crypto at $300 a coin and selling it at $30,000 a coin. Now imagine that entire time that you were holding on to that crypto when it went from 300 to 350 to 400, you were also earning 1.4% a day on that money from an account that was just paying you high yield savings or money market account that it was paying you on those funds as they were growing in your account. That's what we're going to talk to you about. And so I wanted you to have a very high level understanding because I feel like in this space, sometimes it can be really foreign to people. It can be a little bit overwhelming with, well, what is it? I don't know what it is. I don't know much about crypto. What I want you to walk away with today is that you may not understand the inner workings of your cell phone, right? How it works, how I'm able to text Angel during this presentation and send her a message saying, hey, help me with the Zoom chats if I need help, how you're able to use this cell phone. But guess what? You can still make it do what you want it to do for you. You can send a text. You can take a picture. You can send money to someone over this technology that you really don't understand. I want you to look at this opportunity in that same way. Look at the functionality of it, how it will impact the lives of you and your family in the future. Okay. And so I am going to dig in a little bit to the company and the technology, but don't want you to get stuck or overwhelmed there if you don't quite understand it. Because the longer you're in this space, the longer you're around like-minded people, the more you'll learn. But guess what? While you're learning, you will have money hitting your account at the same time. I would rather be in a position where I'm earning while I'm learning, juxtaposed to trying to figure something all the way out on my own, or trying to figure out and know every detail. Imagine if you applied for a job and they said, great, you're hired. We love you. This is a new space for you, but we think you would be great for this position. But oh, wait, we need you to do training, unpaid training. And we also need you to master this skill. And then we'll start paying you. That's not the way it works. You go to your job, you find out the information, you figure out if it's going to be a good fit, you start working, you get paid training, you learn on the job, and you figure it out, right? Here you can learn on the job, sort of, right? And so what is SCF? It is a third generation dual chain structured public financial blockchain. A lot of words to say. It is the next version of the internet. It's our Web 3.0. And SCF has done more than what other blockchains have done. It has taken and solved what other blockchains have had issues with. We are decentralized. So write that word down, because that's something you'll want to know about and really understand. What does DeFi or decentralized mean, right? It means that you are not there's no oversight or watching from any government entity. It's completely decentralized, not owned by any country. Centralized platforms, you're going to think about your Coinbase, your Binance, not Binance, I'm sorry, your Coinbase, your Cash App, CoinZoom, the companies that when you got the crypto, you had to take a selfie and upload your ID. It has security features that surpass what the largest blockchain right now, which is Binance, has in place. Our securities are a lot more stringent. And scalability. It's taken the ability to work with the Ethereum platform and take and scale what other blockchains already had in place, and it just made it better. What does that mean? That means the usability. People who want to be able to get into the space. Remember, only 4% of the population has wallets right now, crypto wallets. That's a lot of people. If you've ever decided or thought, what am I going to do with my life next? What does my future look like? What does the legacy of my name mean? What does my last name mean for the next 10 generations? What am I going to leave behind? Here is your chance to be in a space, in a very new space, and be able to make a mark where only 4% of the population has access to a wallet. Okay. When you have a ecosystem or a blockchain that sets the stage for what's new, what is possible, and what the future can be, it allows you to build not just one cryptocurrency on that blockchain, like all the other platforms. It allows you to build an entire ecosystem. So remember, I said this is going to be Web 3.0. Web 1.0 was when we first got the internet. It was dial-up. Who remembers the dial-up? I know we have some people young enough in here, they may not remember, but I remember sitting in my conference room at my office, and we could not get on the internet if we were having a meeting in the conference room, right? The dial-up was version 1 of the internet. Then we got into a space where not only did someone have a website where you can go and look for something, but there was also transactions that were able to be done. For you guys who are younger, there was no FaceTime, there were no videos on the internet. That was all part of point 2. So you guys got lucky. Your children and your grandchildren will have access to version 3.0. And guess what? You get to say, I was there when that was created. And it's going to be one of two things. Either I was there, someone told me about it, and I didn't move forward, or I was there. And this is why you're able to go to any school that you want to. This is why everyone's Sweet 16 is allowing me to take them to any country that they want to in the world to experience the world. This is why we have acres and acres of land that our family is able to live on and own for generations. It will be the reason why for many things, not just money, but change, real change in lives, all right? And so some of the things that they have already developed in this ecosystem are very excited about. Over on the far upper right-hand side is our FUSD native stablecoin. That's important to have because as cryptocurrencies, just like stocks, they can go up and down and fluctuate. They want to have a currency that's stable, that's tied to the value of the US dollar. And so you can kind of park your money there if you want to and move it from one place to another. Let's say you want to purchase something, and when you pull your funds out, you want it to stay at that value, right? You're getting ready to purchase a home. It's going to be $6.4 million. You don't want that crypto to fluctuate in price. You know, it could go up, could go down, but you don't want that 6.4 million to turn to 6.3 million overnight. Well, now you're $100,000 short on your home, right? Guys, these are the prices of your new homes. Go ahead and just accept it. And so having a stable coin allows you to park your funds there and keep your funds stable. We also have down at the bottom, or sorry, that was the top right, the bottom left, as you're looking at your screen, is our Fintoch platform. That's the next generation gamified platform that all of these gamers that you see, guys, the new mortgage companies will not be the old mortgage companies. Their price has changed, right? The new mortgage companies that you will see come online will be young people, 15, 16-year-olds who have earned tokens from gaming that they can turn into currency. And when someone needs a mortgage, there will be a 16-year-old somewhere who uses the technology to see if they are worthy of lending, this person is worthy of borrowing their money. They'll do it all in a couple of strokes on their gamified systems, and boom, they'll lend the person the money to get their mortgage. Things will rapidly change in front of us, and we can either be with the program or watch it happen. So proud of you for being here on this Sunday to become a part of the program. Other things that you'll see taking place on here, well, there will be a fully developed FinSwap platform where you can do cross-chain transactions going from a Binance coin to an Ethereum coin to a Bitcoin. Just very powerful, something that is rare across many transactions because sometimes you have to go from one platform to another. Fintoch wants to, or SCF wants to bring that all in-house in their ecological system. FinPay, being able to actually do transactions over this ecological system, this blockchain. FinX, a derivatives exchange. Guys, as you are freeing up your time and your money is buying your time for you, you want to dig into the world of finance, derivative exchanges, Forex. Learning this technology, learning this information, put you in a place where you can be okay no matter what happens. I always tell my kids that the person who learns the skill of Forex or the skill of currency exchange is the person that no matter what happens, if all the electronics go away, there's no computer systems, there's no Wi-Fi. We've all seen the movies, right? If everything goes away, the person that knows how to set up the bartering system to exchange salt for, I don't know, weapons or salt for seeds is the person that will always have a way to live, right? Finbox is another platform, a social media platform. So forget having to go to Facebook to send someone money over Facebook. We'll be able to do it on our blockchain. Many of the people here I can see in the chat are part of the nodes that make all of this run. And every time one of these people who were here in the early days of SCF and Fintoch have nodes, and they get paid for every single transaction that happens. If you have a node, put it in the chat. Let everybody know how excited you are to be receiving those funds every single day for the next 80 years as this platform continues to run. It's like having ATM money. You set up an ATM and you just get your fees. You don't have to go and worry about loading cash into the system. It's just there. Transactions are happening every day and you're getting paid. There are some people receiving very generous amounts based on the funds that they have as nodes in this ecosystem. FinBill, it's the ability to have cross-chain FinBills trading. Don't know a lot about this concept. When they get into training us, I will learn more. But guys, even myself, someone who's very familiar with the crypto platform, the blockchain clean, I don't have to know everything about this ecosystem, but I know how to make it work and help it make money for people. And then last but not least, soulbound token, excited to learn more about that as well. So why would you want to be in a position where you're staking your tokens? It's an ability to earn a passive income stream that will outperform traditional investments. If you work somewhere, you may have a 401k where your employer also contributes to your 401k. We all watched the S&P last year go down about 30%. And my goodness, I don't know, for the people that I was in contact with, say at my husband's cigar lounge, where they kind of were all state and military employees who were thinking about retiring. They couldn't retire because their 401k going down so much, they weren't in a position to live off of the current value if they walked away at that time. And so many people were forced to stay and work a few more years in order to wait for the S&P to rise again. That's what happens with investments. Investments rise and they fall. Again, my background is as an investment banker, watching companies. I've seen many companies come and go over the years. I mean, you guys have as well. We've seen companies that we all would have shopped at, even returning back to school. I would have taken my kids to Sears, but there aren't any Sears anymore. And so putting your funds in something that is solid and able to provide you a solid return is a great strategy, a part of your portfolio, not your whole portfolio, but a part and a very strategic part of your portfolio. So some of the benefits of staking, you have predictable returns. What do we mean by that? I'm going to show you that you can decide what return you want to have on your money. Number two, flexibility. You can choose the duration that you want your funds to be locked into the staking platform. And number three, again, that passive income. We talked about if you had a coin, Bitcoin at $300 and it went to $30,000, great. While you were waiting for that, you knew your future. You were waiting to it hit whatever mark you wanted it to hit, and you made your sell, you made your money. But having that passive income every single day on those funds would have been even better. And so here's what I was talking about, where you have flexibility. You can decide if you want to stake your money for 7 days, 15 days, or 30 days. And then, so this is staking your principal. You will not have access to your principal while it is being staked. So 7 days, 15 days, or 30 days. You have access to your profits every single day. That's phenomenal. A lot of staking platforms, whether it's through a traditional business, a bank, or other crypto platforms, they will have you stake your funds, and your return might be 10% for the year. And you may have to actually keep your principal and your profits in that ecosystem for the entire year. Fintoch is just completely different. SCF allows you to choose your time frame, and you can keep it on auto reinvest. I have mine on every 30 days. This is not money that I need to touch. So it's being staked. I have it restaking every 30 days. And then you have choices on how much you want to earn on that money. If you have it in and you're going to receive your return on your money as a FUSD, remember that stable coin I talked about that's tied to the value of $1. So it's going to stay the same. At 7 days, you'll get a 1% return daily, and you can pull your profits out daily. At 15 days, you'll get a 1.1% return daily. And at 30 days, you get a 1.2% return daily. But the company went above and beyond. They also gave us the option to earn our profits as SCF main coins. That is our main token with our platform. And the reason why they're doing this is because they want us using the coin to help grow the platform. The more we're all using the coin, the more the coin is circulated in our ecosystem, the more value it has for everyone. And so if you have it at your returns coming to you as the native token, which is SCF main, you're earning 1.1% for a 7-day contract, 1.1% daily. For a 15-day contract, you're earning 1.2% daily. And for a 30-day contract, you're earning 1.4% daily. We have some friends on here, and guys, tell us what you're doing. Are you at the 1.4%? Are you at 7 days? Let us know, because everyone has a different life. Someone may say, hey, I just need to flip some money real quick. I have a goal of, getting a profit on X amount of dollars. For me, I knew I had a goal. My daughter, we just had her bridal shower yesterday. The wedding is coming up November 11th. And I had money in other investments. And now this is turning out to be a more lucrative investment. So we put funds away in a separate account just for the wedding to earn the 1.4% a day, over 30% a month. We're taking the profits, since we can pull the profits out daily, to pay for the wedding. And so this gives people the ability to plan. You can decide, oh man, we need a new car next year. Let's go and put X amount away, take the profits off of that to pay cash for this car. Or, oh, we have another child going to college next year. Let's pre-plan for that. And so it may be someone who says, well, wait, I just want to see how this works. I'm going to put my money in for 7 days, and I just want this coin to be stable and they give it back to me tied to the dollar. That is your prerogative. You put it in for 7 days, earn 1% a day, and that's what you have the option to. I love options. And so here's an example. Excuse me. So at 7 days, you have $10,000 earning 1% a day. And I hope you guys are following my little hand cursor over here. At $10,000 earning 1% a day, that is $100 worth of FUSD per day. That would be a total of $700 under that 7-day contract that the person earns if they were using the FUSD stablecoin. If they were using the SCF coin, you would get back the $10,000 times 1.1% daily. The current price, they have it at $50 per current SCF price. It's a little bit more. I think it's like $59 as of today. And so that would equal 2.2 SCF per day, or a total of 15.4 SCF a day. All right. And so your 15.4 SCF a day would be tied to that price of $50 per SCF at the time that you locked it in. All right. And so let's go over to the far end. What if you said, I want to lock it in for 30 days? You have your $10,000 sitting there. You're earning 1.2% a day. If you're getting paid back in the stable FUSD coin. So you would, at the end of that time frame, have a total of $3,600 as your return on $10,000. Guys, that's a 36% return in 1 month. I have never had an investment that had those type of returns. And then you can turn around and not only restake that $10,000 again, but you can take your profits if you choose to and tie it together. Now you have 10,000 plus the 3,600, 13,600 that's earning 1.2% a day. Absolutely phenomenal. But what if you're someone who's like, hey, I am throwing caution to the wind. I believe in what this platform's doing. The technology is sound, it's solid, and I'm going to go for the 1.4% a day, starting with 10,000, with the current SCF price being $50 a coin. You would, at the end of the month, earn 84 SCF coins at $50 a coin. So it's locked in. So even if the coin value went down to $45, you would still earn at $50 a coin because you locked in that price and you locked in that profit for the 30 days. All right. So this ecosystem, we have every chart that you can imagine to explain our ecosystem, how you use coins, if you're taking your profits and putting them back in or starting with new money, we got you covered. It is way simpler than what it seems just looking at this system, and the person who referred you will help you and make sure you have everything that you need to get started step by step. And then this is something just completely just independent of the actual staking platform. This is a referral rewards program that the company offers. It is something that you can do if you choose. You can refer people to the platform and the company will pay you. Affiliate platforms, referral programs are what companies are using. As you see more and more companies go from stores to online. Yesterday, I needed something last minute for the bridal shower that I had ordered online and was delivered, but I didn't have enough. I went to 5 stores yesterday. No one had inventory in the stores. It was all online. Blew my mind that I couldn't go get something simple from a store. I had to order it. Well, guys, things are changing. In companies, you will see there will be less and less advertisements. Companies, advertisers are struggling because companies, Bank of America, Cash App, all of these new digital platforms are saying it makes way more sense for someone to refer someone to us because they'll trust a friend or a family member easier. It's much easier. It takes more than 3 impressions for a commercial to make sense to someone, for them to even register what the commercial said, right? And that's 3 times that they had to pay for it before you even recognize it. Or with a friend or a family member, you're listening, you're a little bit more in tune right away, right? And so they realize referral programs make way more sense, and companies are willing to pay you all around the world for referring people to them. And so in this scenario, if you refer someone directly to the platform, you earn 15% of whatever their profits are for that day. In this example, let's say your friend you started with 10,000. They said, what do you start with? And so they want to do the same thing you did. They're starting with 10,000. Well, at $10,000, they're going to get paid and you get 15% worth of the value of that liquidity pool. So that is equal to $15 worth of FUSD, or excuse me, worth of SCF coins. Okay. Let's say you refer your sister. Then your sister tells her husband, well, you're going to get paid 15% of your sister's staking value. But because her husband got in with her referral link, you'll get 10% on his platform. And so when his 10,000 goes in, you'll get 10% of that, or $10 worth of FUSD worth of the native token SCF. And guys, remember, this is completely optional, but for me, it makes sense. I went out for a living as an investment banker, and my job, clients hired me to do what they didn't really want to do. They wanted to run their companies. They hired us in our investment banking firm to go find them a bank who wanted to finance them. And so for the majority of my clients, it was my goal. Some of them, they came with a lender and we just put the package together. But the majority of my clients said, I need you to find someone willing to lend to me. So I would go out, and my goal for each client would be to get 100 no's for that client. Sometimes we'd have 50 clients a year. So I talk to a lot of people, a lot of banks, a lot of hedge funds, a lot of private investment firms, a lot of investment groups on behalf of these business owners. My goodness, talking to people and giving them information that benefits them on behalf of my family is just an absolute no-brainer. It's a joy. I love doing what I do because I know the returns that can happen for the family, for their legacy. And not only that, for my previous clients, I can help them go and pay off their loans with different banks. We can put together structures to 3 year period, their business loans could be paid off, all their personal debt can be paid off. And that's how I look at this. Not really, what it does immediately for me, but how it impacts the life of the person that I'm talking to. And if you go with that same perspective of how you get to impact people's lives, I am telling you, it will bring you absolute joy just to talk to people about something like this. And so they have a management aspect of it as well. And that simply means you referred enough people to the platform that the volume of your team grows. The first level of management, which myself and so many other people have reached in our investment group, shout out to all the GMs. It's been a little bit over a month that we've been in this staking platform, and almost every single day a new GM pops. Help me out in the chat. Shout out some of our GMs that have reached the position over the last 30 days because they truly care about people. They are truly trying to impact lives because they have at least 5 people that they directly refer to the platform, and a total of 50,000 in volume that has been generated from that platform. And as a reward for that, the company pays them not just 15% on the people they refer and 10% on that second level, but 20% of the entire organization's revenue. So that could be, 50 levels deep. It could be, just a vast number of people that have been impacted by their word of mouth for those first 5 people that they talk to. The next position is VP, where you earn 30% and you have to have a minimum of 150,000 in volume. We have VPs in our organization in less than 30 or just over 30 days now, losing track of time. We also have our first lady senior VP, Mrs. Kim Bean, who is just a trailblazer, going out, creating the systems that we all use to be successful. Shout out to the Queen Bean for being the first senior VP in our organization. In less than 30 days, she earns 40% of the entire volume on the organization's effort. And that was a minimum of $500,000 in volume for that. And then ED is over 2 million in volume. You get 50% of the volume. And then MD is $6 million in earning 6%. Guys, we have people that have very, very large organizations of people that they know. Imagine being able to partner with us, join forces. We have a goal to impact over 10,000 families who will receive passive residual income every single month. Just at that first position, GM, that's a minimum $100 a day that you earn, or over $3,000 a month. Can we say mortgage payments? Can we say student loans paid off? Even in some of the most expensive places to live in the United States, $3,000 is a very good portion of your mortgage payment. And so we want to see as many people as possible reach this position. Guys, this is separate, completely separate from the returns that you'll get on your money. You can earn this additional funds. And then if you have someone that reaches your same rank, remember your same rank, there's only 100 pennies in a dollar. And so the company can't pay you both that same amount. So you would earn a 20% bonus on whatever the amount is that you helped. If you're a GM, you help someone else reach GM, you earn a 20% bonus on their income that they're earning. And so I think that's super gracious from the company. How do you get started? It's very simple. You're going to get back with the person that referred you. They're going to give you their referral link. It's very important that you use their referral link to download the app. Do not go to any third-party sources because you don't know if it's the correct coding, if it's the most up-to-date app, and making sure that someone has not put information in there that isn't correct, that is going to have management access to your fund. So get your referral link from the person who referred you to this platform, and then they can help you get the crypto that you need. You don't have to be worried. You don't have to try to figure this out on your own. We have an entire system that helps everyone through the process. They're going to show you exactly what you need to do with